So this is going to be the weekly reading for the earth signs for the week of July 17th, 2023. So if you have any strong Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements in your birth chart, thank you so much for being here. I did want to mention that I will not be covering the in-depth astrology in this week's reading. I have been doing in-depth astrology for the last 2-3 weeks now. It's just a decision that I came to terms with, that I'm not ready to incorporate the astrology yet. I am an astrologer and I do follow the stars and the planets, and this is something that I, do on a daily basis. It's a way of life for me. But to incorporate it into video content here on YouTube, I'm just not at that level yet. My channel is sort of new. I've only been on for a couple of months, maybe less. So I'm just going to take it a little slow, and I know when the time is right, I will start to incorporate the astrology. Not to say that I will not speak to it. I'm sure that I will reference, certain big transits or something like that here and there. But as far as going into the in-depth astrology, I'm just going to hold off on that for a little bit. That being said, I do want to mention that today is July 17th. So happy new moon in Cancer, everyone. And we also had the nodes of the moon changing today, which was like 3 hours ago. So we've been waiting for this moment for a bit. The north node went into Aries, the south node went into Libra. So here we are looking at our collective and even to a certain extent an individual energy, where we are moving in a new direction into that Aries fire energy. And so you'll start to see a change in, the things that you want to start, the direction that you want to go to. Little by little throughout the next year and a half, will start to be more independent and more, trying to start new things in your life with that Aries energy, taking risk, having, high levels of energy to, and being excited to do something brand new for yourself, by yourself. So I was speaking to that in the zodiac readings that I did for July. So if you have not seen those, go to the channel. Those are already posted. I did those, I want to say the beginning of July, where I do go into more detail about these transits. The other thing I want to mention is later this week, July 21st and 22nd, the Sun in Cancer will be opposing Pluto in Capricorn retrograde. I do want to mention this because it is a big transit, and so we will all be feeling this in some way, shape, or form. Whether you are going to go through a big breakdown moment in life, or you will be seeing someone go through a moment like this of catharsis. So this is going to come in ways of, well, actually it's going to come in any way, different ways. It just depends on how it shows up in your life. But basically, this is like a polarization or push and pull between two extremely important parts of your life. And so you're going to see conflict in that. And because of that, there will be a breakdown in some way. So this could be a breakdown in your belief system, a breakdown in your identity, a breakdown, your home, your job, right? Like something in your family. I mean, it just depends. It can play out so many different ways. But it might feel for some of you, especially if you have prominent cardinal energy. So if you have like a lot of Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, or Libra in your birth chart, or if you have a lot of energy in your 1st, 4th, 7th, or 10th house, you will probably be feeling this the most strongly, especially at the 29th degree. So if you have any planets that are at the anaretic degree, the 29th degree, and their cardinal signs, you're definitely going to feel this. So I don't know how much you know about astrology, but you can, reference that. You can look that up. But yeah, some people might feel it more stronger than others. And it's just a moment of, breaking something down that is no longer working. Something that has had to be done with a long time ago, right? Something you feel that you've been holding on to, a part of your life, a part of your identity, a part of yourself, an ideology, a circumstance, philosophy, right? Like it could be internal or external, but something that you've been holding on to for dear life that you just don't, it's going to happen. You have to let it go. You haven't been able to do it. The universe is going to step in and do it for you at this time. If you are the type of person that takes action and, has already started to work on this thing because you just instinctively knew that, this one part of your life was not working for you anymore. So you've been working on it to elevate it, to change it, to do it better, whatever the case is, then you probably have a better time with this transit that's going to happen later this week. But if you're the type that resists change in any way, you've been holding on, you've been too attached to something that is not part of who you are anymore. It's not like who you have evolved into over the years. It's not the life that you've created. There's like this one thing that sort of sticks out. It's just like, why do I still act like that? Why do I still do that? Why do I still work here? Why do I still live there? Why am I still with this person? Why am I still attracting these types of people? Right? Like, something like that. It's like, you already know that this has to go. And it's just time. And the universe is like coming in and doing it for us, I guess. So it's a bittersweet moment. For some of you, it's worse than others because it's playing on the fear of losing something that you feel you need to survive in some way, or that you need to be who you are. It's part of your identity. It's ingrained in your personality or something like that. So yeah, I would just, if you're going through this and you already feel it happening, just flow with it. Okay, flow with it. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and do your best to have that faith and, embrace the change and really focus on what you have, right? Like the things that you have, not the thing that you are losing, because and the universe knows that whatever it is that you're losing is supposed to be gone. It's already outdated. It's old. It's not a part of who you are anymore, right? So farewell, let it go, have some compassion, have some empathy for yourself, do a little self-nurture, self-love. Today's the new moon. Do some, a little bit of intentional work, bring in the love, bring in the nurturing, bring in the care, bring in the emotional stability that the Cancer energy can bring, so that way you can be guided and feel safe throughout this change that is going to happen. And it could be big or small, I don't know, but I am just giving you my perspective on what this transit can bring, and it may be minor for some of you or major for others. So all right, that is that. All right, earth signs, let's go into your personal energy for the week of July 17th, 2023. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, please. What is the personal energy here? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for the week of July 17th, 2023. Thank you so much. All right, one more. Three of Pentacles. The fire sign reading had the exact same card and the exact same placement. So you might have some fire energy in your birth chart, but there is a collaboration and communication and working together with others or another to create something and to build something of value, of material value. You could be thinking of a plan to build more money, create more money, make something better. What else, please? There's more than one person involved in this situation. You're going to need, or you're looking for the input of others or assistance of others. So it's like a group effort here. You have the Knight of Swords. So this is being very clear. Strategy, planning as it relates to something that you are building. Bringing in the element of vision also. Like you can see how this will look. You can see how it's going to play out. You can see the benefits that this is going to provide, or the results that you can get out of this new thing that you want to start with someone. And so there may be an element of communicating those things to the other person or the other people. There's a lot of facts here and maybe some statistics, like analyzing something as well. Maybe you're looking into historical data, or you're in like IT or data management, something like that. I don't know. What else, please? And the sun, the fire sign also had the sun in their environment though. So yeah, there's a really good feeling around this for you guys. I mean, when it comes to you working with other people and bringing the vision and bringing some of these like data captures or numbers, or, you know, it's just like showing like here, like here's the report, or here is all of the facts around this new thing and how it's going to work and how it's going to benefit us. And, you know, and if it's not facts, if it's not numbers or data, it's just a matter of like you explaining your vision and you explaining the process to the other person or the other people. But, you know, just being really passionate and excited and enthusiastic about it. And I think that they will receive it well. I think that you're going to have like, you're going to surprise some people, or you may have a lot of attention, or people may, you know, there may be like word of mouth or something where people may come back later and ask more questions about this thing. Like continuous conversation around it, I guess. But overall, I mean, for your personal energy for this week, you feel great. Very clear-headed, very clear-minded, very direct, very like honest about what you want for yourself for this week, for your life even. Doesn't have to just be this week, but you're just coming across like there's no doubts, there's no hesitations, there's no distractions, there's no mess, you know. I don't know what we're going to see later, but as for right now, it's very clean. What's in the environment for the earth signs, please? The Hanged Man. So there's someone in your environment that's stepping back, earth sign. So while you are enthusiastic, joyful, clear, direct, wanting to collaborate, there's an element in your environment or someone in your environment that is taking a step back and sort of going MIA or quiet on you. What is that? There's a new start here with whoever's in the environment. And reverse the roles is needed if this is two people, which is probably two people because there's Two of Cups here. So definitely you and another involved here. This person is stepping back and seeing things differently from how they have originally been. And they are wanting a new start or going toward a new type of relationship dynamic. They're reevaluating, reassessing, thinking about love and relationship in a very different perspective, and wanting to have a new, this is very new, this is fresh, this is, if this person you already know, they're looking for something new. If you don't know this person, this could be a new person. Okay, because the Fool is here. There's a new start. There's a fresh start. There's a brand new beginning as it relates to a couple, a relationship of some sort. It could even be a partnership, so it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be business or something like that. But they have come from a place of sacrifice. They're sacrificing something for this new start. They know that in order to get this new start, they have to change, and they have to turn into something different or do something differently. And this could be part of the Sun opposed Pluto I was speaking to, where there's going to be some sort of catharsis, and you can be seeing another person change. But yeah, they're definitely stepping back, and they're not as involved in this joyful new thing as you are. They might be enthusiastic about their own thing, though. It just doesn't feel, with the Hanged Man, it doesn't feel like there's anything done yet. The Hanged Man is more of a silent, quiet energy, but it's also not the action part yet. This is the thinking part, the ideas, because it's a change in perception. It's a change in belief system. It's a change in an ideal, a goal, an aspiration. Like, they're changing an element about themselves or the circumstance in some way, and they're seeing things from a different perspective. So when you see something from a different perspective, you start to approach it differently. And that's why there's a new start, and the Fool is approaching this connection, this relationship, in a different way. But it's silent, it's quiet, it's private, it's internal. So, whereas you seem a little bit louder and direct with that Knight of Swords, and you want communication, you want collaboration, you want attention, probably. This person's sort of going through their own thing right now. Okay. All right, let's see what it's about. See if anything comes through. Let's start to go into the details of the week. What is coming through for the Earth signs for the beginning of the week for July 17th, 2023? Okay. I'm gonna take it. Unfortunately, you have the Five of Pentacles starting off, so you feel like you are at a loss here. You are losing out on something. This could be that fear mentality that I was referring to also with the astrology. Like, you are either going through a moment of loss, or you fear that you are going through a moment, that you will go through a moment of loss. The Hanged Man is showing up twice here. Got the High Priestess, King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups again. So there's a relationship element, a love dynamic here in your reading, Earth sign. I think you feel that this person is stepping back. And so you're probably just like a little sad about it. There's a connection wanting to happen here, a higher vibe, a higher energetic connection, the need to connect with your higher self and find some sort of balance between your 3D and your physical. Here's the King of Pentacles, which is our Earth card, as well as the spiritual and the soul here. There's an element of the Earth sign needing to connect with their higher self for something this week, especially at the beginning. I don't know if you're trying to find out why the Hanged Man with your environment, why the person in your environment is stepping away, or you're trying to find out why you feel bad about it. But there's something of connection, and I don't know, maybe it'll come in at some point. Like not only connection with this person, but connection with yourself. Okay, so if you're trying to find answers, or maybe it's a good idea to internalize the situation to see like the higher lesson in it, or why it's happening, or why it happened, especially if you don't feel good about it. And I keep getting the sacrifice. I don't know if it's you or someone else, but that's coming through strong. Somebody has to sacrifice something that they want or love or need, or for the sake of something new that they feel that they have to go toward. Like this person, I really feel like sitting in the energy of this person, and this could be you as well. Sitting in the energy of this person, it's like these relationship dynamics that I have found myself in for the longest time, they don't have anything to do with the other person, really. It has everything to do with myself. And there's something about myself that I have to change in order to get the type of relationship that I'm yearning for. And so this person is going within and figuring that out. So therefore they're sacrificing the type of behavior, how they show up in relationship. They could be, for some of you, I'm so sorry to say, they could be sacrificing the relationship that they have with you in order for them to have a chance to come across the type of relationship that they do want. The Knight of Cups here also talks about relationship dynamics. This person comes in with an apology usually, or some kind of heartfelt message. This is the flirt. This is the charmer. This is the romantic. This is the dating phase, the let me court you phase, and let me make you feel good phase of getting to know someone, you know, like giving the attention, stuff like that. What else is coming through? So that is coming through midweek. So you may be coming across someone like that, or those elements are going to come into play somehow. For some of you, I'm also getting where you have all this attention and you're focused and direct about something that you really want to do, and you know, getting to know people even, right? That could be a thing. And so in your environment, yes, somebody is coming in. Okay, somebody new is coming in that provides you with a different perspective on how relationship can be, how love can be, how courtship can be. But there is still an element of sadness and loss. What else, please, for the earth signs? Ooh. Oh, no. I had to pause it. Sorry, guys. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's see, where were we? So we were talking about you and another person having to see things from a different perspective, focusing on or having a connection with your higher self up here, and how there may be some sort of emotional, romantic type of conversation. And then I think I had just threw the Three of Swords. So hopefully I think it's been like an hour or so since it's been paused. So hopefully I remember where we were. If not, then I'll just start a new reading. We'll see how it goes. All right, so you have the Three of Swords coming in the middle of the month with the Knight. So there is some sort of apology. So this Knight is coming through with a heartfelt conversation, but it doesn't seem like there is positivity around it. So maybe his intentions are good, But for some reason, there's heartbreak and loss and sadness and pain with that Three of Swords. So I don't know if this is you going towards someone. It does seem like rejection here, actually. So let's see. You also have the Page of Cups. Situation that has to do with communicating about love and feelings and emotions toward another in a romantic way that turns into heartbreak. Like, I'm also feeling like for some of you, it's like you hear about a sad story between two people or something like that. You have the Moon and the Hermit. So this heartbreak causes someone to go within. There's a lot of silence here. A lot of silence, actually. You have the Hermit, the Moon, the High Priestess, the Hangman twice. Those are all very quiet cards. Very deep, reflective, connecting with the other realms, dreaming, sleeping, visualizing, having visions, connecting with your third eye, going into different dimensions. It's a lot of darkness. Maybe you're, you know, like when you're at home, you're in the dark, you don't have the lights on, something like that. But the Moon talks about a missing element, something that is not seen. And the Hermit talks about coming from a place of wisdom and experience. At the end of the month, you have, the end of the week, you have the Four of Pentacles. So you're holding on to something, being a little stubborn, selective, rigid. You have the Four of Swords, the Justice at the end of the week. There's some healing going on from what you experienced in the middle of the week. Jeez. And then the Devil. Alright, we're going to have to get some clarifiers on this one. Maybe a little bit longer of a reading, because there's a lot of things going on here. This may have to do with you and another, as we've already established. Something that you don't know is going to break your heart, or maybe you come clean to another person about something that you've been keeping to yourself that breaks their heart. But we'll see what that is. Give me more information on the situation, please. Another Hanged Man. So, this is already official, right? Like the 3 decks that I'm using for this reading, they've all produced the Hanged Man. There is definite sacrifice. Definite sacrifice here. Sacrificing something that is important for the sake of obtaining something equally as important, okay? There's also an element with the Hangman where it's like you go silent and you just end up trusting the process. There's an element of allowing nature to take its course, allowing universe to come through and guide you through the situation. There's no forcing, there's no effort, there is no intention, right? There is no obligation or sense of like, I have to do something to get a result. I have to do something or take an action to, get what I want. There's no action taking with the Hanged Man. There's only perceiving, internalizing, feeling. So maybe the communication about doing the Hangman things have come through, whether it's you doing it or your person doing it, which is causing some sort of heartbreak. Somebody is perceiving whoever is in the Hanged Man energy to be ending something. When the Hanged Man doesn't talk about an ending, the Hanged Man talks about everything I just said. Yes, there's sacrifice involved, but it's like, look at the reason for it, right? Like if you're thinking about it, or your person's thinking about it in a way of like absolute, there's definitely no absolute with the Hangman energy. It's ruled by Neptune. It's a Pisces card. There's fluidity, there's adaptability, there is flow. There is no absolutes ever with the Hanged Man. So if that's, and the Truth card comes out as I speak about that. So if you are thinking in that way, a very literal way of your person or you coming across as the Hanged Man, just know it's not like that. There's a reason why this person feels the need to step back, though, and reassess and perceive the situation. There's something that they want. There's a yearning for something that they want that they're not getting, right? So with the Hanged Man, we are sacrificing our wants and desires and stepping back so we can perceive differently, learn a lesson, see things more, I want to say more clearly, but it's a Hanged Man. It's not clear, right? So see things different from another way, another angle, and then at the same time simultaneously flow and allow the universe and nature to take its course. There's an element of trust and faith heavily with the Hanged Man energy here. So whatever it is that you're going through, especially if this has to do with the Sun opposed Pluto stuff, it's like take a step back and allow, like, bring in your faith and your trust in yourself and the universe and nature to take its course. Maybe you really want to go for something, but you know at this time it's not possible. You don't understand why very, very well with the moon here. So it's just like, okay, well, just let me take a pause for a bit and perceive this differently. And I will get my answers in time, especially with the Hanged Man as well. The Hermit. I will get my answers as time comes through, having a more wise way of seeing things, right? And not being too pushy on something. All right, what is the moon? Someone is has anxiety. Holy moly. Someone feels that another person is lying to them. Someone feels that an offer that has come through is not true. They don't trust. Whatever this Knight of Cups is coming with, it could be you or someone else. They're coming with a heartfelt conversation, a heartfelt message of love, care, romance, attraction, apology, charm, all the things that I said earlier about the Knight of Cups. But there could be some rejection, or maybe someone is just really sad at the fact that they don't trust it. They think that it's coming from a deceitful place, a selfish place. I'm also feeling that someone feels like a last resort. So whoever is on the opposite side of this is probably going to come through with the Hermit energy of just like being quiet and seeing things from a higher, elevated, wise place. This Hermit, this other person may communicate this with the Knight of Cups and let them know how they truly feel. The Hermit does not come with like what is it, like low level stuff. The Hermit is going to come from a wise place. So this Hermit was going to speak truth to somebody here about what they want, what'll make them happy. So there's a conversation of someone coming in a little bit low level This thing has taken a while to happen. It's taken a long time with the Knight of Pentacles. Someone feels there's something missing here. It's not completely truthful. And therefore it may open the conversation to like another person speaking their truth about what will make them happy and what they want. What are the fours about? High Priestess again. Star. Yeah, just connecting with yourself. What is really important with the Four of Pentacles here? What is really important to me, to you, you know. And my well-being, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, is priority here. And I have to take care of it and love it. Especially after coming from the middle of the week where you feel really like there's a little bit of chaos and there's like some pain and hurt here. Some really deep feelings, deep feelings. There could be deep conversation happening as well between you and another person. So, which only ends up draining you a little bit probably by the end of the week, and you just want to rest and take care of your body and your heart. But there's a balance, and this is the Capricorn energy. So far, justice, the balance has come through for the fire and the earth. So this cathartic moment, this breakdown moment, is for the sake of balance, as I was saying in the fire readings. Someone is too much in devil energy. Someone is too much in selfishness, overindulgence, destructiveness, you know, over pleasuring themselves or over medicating or overdoing, you know, just going too much in the excess, right? And there's a need to bring that back in. Very, very impulsive, very, with the Knight of Wands here, it's just like, I don't know, the Knight of Wands with the devil's dirty, you know, like, So the universe is coming in and trying to be like, look at you, you know, and I don't know if this is you or someone else, and if it's you, please don't take offense. I'm so sorry. I hope, you know, at some point, someday, the viewers understand my personality. But you know, it's like the universe is coming in and it's just like, hey, look at you, you know, clean yourself up, get up, have some self-respect. Like, you know, what are you doing, right, with your life or something like that? It's a lot of game playing here. Like, just think of devil energy, right? Like, not really caring too much about what people think, what people say. That's great. I'm all about that, you know, but have some self-respect. And I do feel there's a sense of like, with the Knight of Wands and the devil, it's like, I don't care how I'm seen. There's a reputation this person has. They are known for sleaziness. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Shit. That's not for everybody, but I mean, come on. The Knight of Wands with the devil. Can't trust that. Cannot trust that. If this is you, people should not trust you. If this is someone else and you know who that is, you should not trust them. Three of Pentacles. Maybe there's an intervention. Maybe somebody is like making you see this. And yeah, I do feel that. There's a Hierophant with the Taurus card. Here's the Capricorn, Queen of Pentacles. Maybe people are somebody is bringing it up to your attention. You know, maybe they're coming from a place, maybe it's not romantic, right? Like maybe it's something around like, because you are overindulging, because you are not treating yourself well, because you don't treat others well, you know, you're in this devil energy. Maybe somebody is coming through very like heartfelt and with good intentions and telling you like, hey, like, look at yourself, you know, like you're about to lose something. Obviously, right? Somebody is stepping back over here. Like you're overdoing you're overdoing it when it comes to like the selfishness and, oh, my eyes itch, and selfishness and self-destruction and all of that. Yeah, I mean, I'm so sorry. I know that this reading wasn't the best. I just didn't want to start it over because we already had a message come through before I got distracted. And then by the time I came back, I kind of lost where we were. But for a reason, I have faith that, you know, everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. So whoever is listening to this, hopefully you get something out of it. Hopefully the next week's reading, I don't get distracted and it's better quality. But yeah, this is what I have for you, Earth signs, this weekend. I'm sorry, this week, the week of July 17th. I hope you navigate it well. I hope whatever realizations or awareness that you gain throughout this week, you only see how it benefits you and your overall quality of life. Whatever needs to go, just let it go, you know? And work on yourself here. All right, well, press the thumbs up if you got something out of it. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you.